May.
On today's show, we will see a riveting story.
You will also see another segment on another story.
And later in the show, Brody O'Neill will talk with Liam McHugh and Isabella Irving on the couch.
Teachers, please open your email for question of the day. The email address is tv404@gmail.com.
Foothill Television starts now.
We start the show today with some breaking news. An officer used a rifle to kill a Mesquite High freshman. The 15-year-old who was killed by a Bulk Springs police officer was shot with a rifle today.
An Indonesian man who claimed to be 146 years old, the longest living human known, has died this morning in his village in central Java.
That's a long time, Lauren.
It is. Now, FTV reporter and photographer take a look.
Hey guys, this is reporter Jewel Henderson. Today we are going to go around Foothill and pull some pranks. We're going to trick some students and some faculty. Let's see if they believe us. Okay, let's go. How do you feel about the new rule that Dr. Williams just made? He said that no one can eat at lunch anymore because there's too much trash.
What? Then what's the point of lunch? Lunch is so you eat food. If you can't eat food, but then it's not lunch anymore. Then it's just extended break. That defeats the purpose of lunch. Like, completely.
So, Randy, how do you feel about the new rule that Dr. Williams just put in place that said no one is allowed to bring their phone to school anymore because it was too distracting?
Well, I think that is bad because then how would I contact my mom if she called me?
Sorry, dude, you're just gonna not have to talk to your mom because Dr. Williams said no phones.
What about Snapchat?
Too bad.
What about Instagram?
Too bad. It's gone.
But that's depressing.
So, Dr. Williams, how do you feel about that new rule that you put in place that said no one can eat at lunch anymore?
Oh, that rule. You cannot eat at lunch anymore. Yeah, it's only at break time, and so at lunch you have to just hang out with your friends and talk.
Because there's too
no
much
phones,
trash.
Too much trash. We have
Too
to
much
pick up
trash,
too
guys.
much trash. Way too much trash.
Well, guys, I think we just really pranked everyone really good. I think you're not going to be seeing many kids eating at lunch anymore because, well, frankly, you just can't eat at lunch anymore. So this is reporter Jewel Henderson signing off.
Now for question of the day. What is the average size of an Olympic pool?
Now, let's check out what's cooking with culinary.
I'm Mrs. Farr. I've been at Foothill for 22 years as a culinary teacher. Culinary's been at Foothill since it started back in, I think, the 60s. So it's always been a part of the culture here. We're going through a remodel this summer because we are now a CTE pathway. So if you take 3 years of culinary, you will have a cord at graduation. And so we have upped our game and we're getting some federal funding to remodel this room. So next year you'll have to come by because we'll be updating the room over the summer. And it will be its own space with restaurant standards, and it's going to just look beautiful. So we make lots of food. We do 7 different Chinese, 7 different Italian dishes, soups, 7 Chinese, did I say Chinese? Mexican. We do all the breads. We do savory, we do sweet. We do cakes and Dutch babies and crepes and cheesecake and just you name it. We have a very generous administration that gives us a healthy budget, so we cook 3 days a week usually, and we cook every week. So by the end of this time you feel very confident of your cooking skills. Also, health-wise, even if it's just for your own, bettering your own life, it's better to make things from scratch and do it at home. No additives, preservatives, hormones, all those things. So even if you eat one of our cookies, it's better than any cookie you'd eat at a store. So anyway, we'd love to have you. We're expanding. Mr. Paul will be joining our staff over here in the culinary, and he's a chef also, and we'll be expanding the number of periods. So anyway, if you love to cook, we would love to have you. If you've never cooked, we would love to have you. You will gain skills that you never knew you could accomplish before. So enjoy. Bon appetit.
Now joining us on the desk for sports is our sports anchor for the day, Jillian Berry.
They want me dead. Put that price on my head. I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this and born like this. Immaculate conception, not transformed like this, perform like this.
Boys varsity baseball beat Esperanza 4-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning with a single from Camden Cunye and then a double from Sean Higgins to score Camden's pinch runner, Stone Bodini. Girls varsity lacrosse beat CDM 14-9. Boys varsity volleyball lost to La Costa Canyon 0-3. Boys varsity volleyball lost to Calabasas 0-3. Boys varsity volleyball lost to El Segundo 0-3. Both boys and girls varsity track and field compete in the North Hills League prelims against El Dorado, El Medina, and Yorba Linda was canceled and moved to today for all field events and hurdles. However, sprint and long distance still competed on Saturday. Good job to David Hume, Stuart Kendall, and Jacob, who all qualified for the 1 mile and will compete on league finals on Friday. Boys varsity volleyball lost to Torrance 1-2. Boys varsity volleyball lost to Oxnard 1-2. On today's schedule, boys varsity golf has a league match away against El Dorado. In professional sports, the Los Angeles Clippers fell short to the Utah Jazz in Game 7 with a final score of 104-91. Tonight, the Cleveland Cavaliers play the Toronto Raptors at 4 p.m. The Los Angeles Angels beat the Texas Rangers 5-2 in yesterday's game. The Los Angeles Dodgers beat the Phillies 5-3, with Chris Brown homering early and Andrew Toles added a 3-run shot in the 6th. The Dodgers swept the series. The Los Angeles Dodgers play the San Francisco Giants tonight at 7:10. Clayton Kershaw will start on the mound. The Ducks beat the Oilers 6-3 in Game 3 of the second round. The Edmonton Oilers currently lead the series 2-1. The Predators beat the Blues 3-1. The Blues lead the series 2-1. Today, the Capitals play the Penguins at 4:30. The NFL draft is officially over, and our sports team will be analyzing team picks on Thursday's sports show. Now joining us on the couch is Brody with our live guests Liam and Isabella.
Hi, I'm Brody, and I'm here with these AP Euro geniuses. So, yeah. What's your favorite part about AP Euro, Liam?
I feel like there's a lot of interesting information that is never really covered in other classes that I enjoy learning about a lot. And then also, the essays are a lot more enjoyable than they would be in like English, where you're having to write pages and pages with quotes and everything. It's just kind of get to the point, quick and concise.
Oh yeah. And Isabella, how do you study?
I use Schmoop and take all the practice quizzes. I also read through my notes and just sometimes read my homework notes as well.
Okay. And being 100% honest, is it worth taking the class?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if you work hard in the class and study and do your homework, you should do pretty well in the class. And it's a good AP class to take as a sophomore.
Okay. And last one, do you know any good AP Euro jokes? Anything fun? We're not done with this until somebody gets one. Come on. Think of one.
Stalin said to a man, "Dark humor is like food. Not everyone gets some."
Okay, that's good enough. Okay. Let's go back to the desk.
Now for world news. A woman is dead and 7 people are injured after a gunman opened